and really share what I'm learning from, I would say, I don't take L's, I take lessons, bars, just saying. I think you should give me a heart for that if you are watching that, or you should give me a like. But anyway, so last week I had talked about doing the 5 day water fast, or no, it wasn't water fast, it was liquid fast. And what I have noticed is that I am starting my liquid fast. I'm starting to see a pattern. So what the pattern is I would get to day 3 and it would get just so hard for me to keep going. And what I noticed is that the goal is to keep going no matter what. That's what the goal needs to be at this point, because I had at least about 2 or 3 weeks where it was the same thing of day 3. Like I would keep starting over, and then day 3 it would be the same thing, like I'm just gonna break down, I'm just eating, just forget it. So I said this time I'm going to make an adjustment to the liquid fasting. Instead of just trying to do only juice and only protein shakes and chicken broth, I do like to snack. So I was like, let's go ahead and throw in some healthy nuts. Let's go ahead and throw in, like, maybe if I want an apple or something like that, then I could go ahead and have that. Hey, King. So that's basically what I've been doing this week, and I have been doing so much better. So when it comes to the eating, another lesson is that I was going really, really hard when it comes to working out, because, I'm Team Fitbit. So I'm waking up in the morning, I'm hitting it, in the morning, I'm walking on my lunch, I'm walking around as much as possible, and in the evening, and I required a lot more energy. So that would make me want to eat more. So this week, I'm not going as hard as far as working out, the cardio. I'm not going like cardio heavy, but I am still active. So that is helping me to focus a little more on my eating, and it's helping me to see what's really in my mental. So that being said, when I'm talking about this transformation, I'm not talking about just how I look. I am fine with how I look. I think I'm beautiful. I think I already have leveled up when it comes to that. But when it comes to the fact that I could be even better, that's what I'm on right now at this point. So the spiritual benefits that I've been experiencing is in my mindset. Like, just being able to encourage myself a lot easier, just encouraging other people a lot more. So at work, I have been pushing myself to do a lot better. And shout out to my boss. He did acknowledge that, and that's always nice when you have a leader that acknowledges what you're doing, acknowledges your growth. So I have been doing my best to push myself in all areas. And if you don't know, I'm a teacher and I'm a life coach. So I do coaching with my job, and then also I did start a group, and the group is a level up group for the community as well, for women. So we did do that. I did not post yet. I'm not really that great about posting on social media, but I can get better. I've just had some social media issues. My Facebook, my original Facebook is completely, it got hacked or whatever. So I've been trying to get into that, and it's just been a mess. So I've been out of that for a month. And then IG, I'm just not really that, savvy, I guess, with IG. So I'm learning it. So now you'll see me on here a little more. I got to start back with the love lessons, because I definitely need to write that book before the end of the year. So I've just been really growing spiritually as a result of this. Like, I just have a greater desire to pour into people, to tell them the strengths that I see in them, to speak life into people. So that's really exciting for me as well. And then some things that I've gone through, like some failures that I've had, I feel that God is healing me from some failures. Instead of looking at them as failures, I'm looking at them as they were growth opportunities. And I did grow so much, and I learned so much from the things that I've gone through. So this transformation period is just, it's not about the weight anymore, because before it was like when I was over 200 pounds several years ago now, it was if I could just get down to under 200 pounds, I'll be so happy. And yes, I was happy. So if you are one of those people, it does make you happy, but you have to continuously find stuff to motivate yourself. So it can't just be that one thing for the rest of your life. You got to continuously come up with a why. So this time when I started, I just wanted to make sure I could fit my clothes because I refused to buy bigger clothes. So I reached that goal, but it has been difficult for me to push myself to do even more. So for that reason, I decided to invite you guys in to my journey, to my everyday life, because this is really me being vulnerable, because I don't really like to share as much as I've been sharing. So I'm inviting you into my everyday life. I also started a support group for that reason, because encouraging people, it encourages me. So I did that for that reason. And then the most important why is my daughter. So she has definitely been making progress. She's coming up on the 10-pound weight loss since we started. So I'm extremely excited for her. And that pushes me to do better because I know that she's watching me. So she watches my mistakes and she watches my victories. So I'm constantly coming up with a why. For this week, my why was basically I owe it to myself. So I owe it to myself. You owe it to yourself as well. So hopefully if you enjoy watching this, I hope that you can really relate, because it comes to a point to where you have to say, you know what, I owe this to me. Like, how do you, and I said this in the level up meeting that I had on Sunday, how do you expect other people to tell you the truth when you won't even tell yourself the truth? So that's what I'm on these days with myself. Like, okay, Deetra, you said that you were going to do Monday through Friday, at least until the dinner time, because you do like to kind of kick it with your husband and just kind of enjoy the weekend with him. So that being said, you need to show some discipline. So that's why, even if they order pizza at work, which they did, just putting that out there, that means I don't get any pizza, but I can go in and get my little Jell-O. You know, I might have, and it might be like sugar-free Jell-O or something like that. I'm having yogurt this week because I just enjoy the process of eating. So moving things around in my mouth. So I had to just kind of be real with myself. Like, okay, you like that process, that's cool, but it can't be pizza. It can't be burger. Well, I haven't even had burgers. Like, it can't be sandwiches, you know. It can't be some of these things that are not good for you. So if you want to eat something, maybe it's a kale chip, you know, but you're not eating the meats. You're not putting that stuff into your body that does not help you. And let me tell you, your girl, I'm getting personal now. I'm getting real personal. So this is a little secret between us. So your girl, when it comes to the digestion, okay, that's just not my friend. So I really have to watch the water intake. So I did get like a new water bottle that I'm pumped about. So you can use things like this as a reward for yourself. So I did buy this, and what is it? It is at 7, and I'm close to 7, but I'm about to go ahead and knock this out because I'm on the treadmill right now. And when I get off of this, I'm gonna go faster. So I'm gonna knock that out. So I'm getting my 64 ounces of water, and really a little more. And then also, I've added the apple cider vinegar. I've been a little more consistent with that. So I'll actually mix that with like sugar-free apple juice because it really just gives it more of a apple cider taste. So, hey, Dr. Tyus. So it's really been a lot easier for me to focus on the eating this week because I'm not going as hard physically. So that is super helpful to just focus. So if you find yourself where you're not as successful as you want to be in a certain area, then you just need to focus. So it was eating for me. Eating is like, I can work out all day. Like that is not that hard for me to go do a workout. But when it comes to disciplining myself and not eating what I shouldn't eat at certain times and things like that, that's a little more difficult for me. So I just had to make an adjustment. And what I told myself, I'm not sure if I told you guys about the 3 M's of motivation, which I had mentioned in my level up groups, but the 3 M's is find your mantra. And my mantra was, if you're tired of quitting, stop giving up. So what I had to do for myself is say, okay, you're getting to day 3 and you're quitting. So you can't even if you didn't do well, that's one thing, but to just flat out quit at day 3, that's unacceptable, okay? So this is me talking to me. So sister girl, sis, because you know I'm my own best friend. So sister girl, me and Jesus, you need to keep going because you're starting to feel bad about quitting. So solve the problem and just keep going, no matter how well you do. So I feel like what is this? This is day 3, the normal day that I will be like, oh, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna just eat whatever I eat for the rest of the week, and I'll start over again on Monday. So Motivation Monday, okay? So, but this time I'm not starting over on Monday. I'm going to continue until Friday, like I said, because I owe it to myself to do that. And on Monday, then I'm going to have in my mind that I am going to do even better than the week before. So I will evaluate on Monday, and really it's going to be a simple evaluation because I did slip up. I had something in the house that I was just like putting my finger in and eating. I'm not going to tell you what it was. If you really want to know, then put a comment down like, what was it? And then I'll tell you because it's not that deep. But I had to throw that away. Actually, I ate it all and then I threw it away. But it wasn't meat or anything, like it wasn't bread. It was something really random, but it was not good for me. So I did have that. That was a mess up. So next week, my goal would just be for it to just be clean, like just a clean week. And then after that, we'll talk. But I'm really thinking that I would like to, the week after that, then it would not be just for it to be a clean week, but it would be for me to really stop eating at 7, because I do like to eat. Even if I noticed this week, I was eating, or I've been eating things like nuts and like sugar-free lemonade, you know, something that nuts are very high in calories. So that's really not the best choice, but you got to work from where you are. And like I said, my goal is not necessarily, I just have to lose a lot of weight, because I do like the way I look. I can look better, but I do like my size for the most part is okay. So I'm not like super motivated by that. So that being said, this is the way that I have to approach it. Now, if you are a person that you are motivated by the pounds, then you are going to have to track. Like, you are really going to have to pay close attention to what's going in your body and close attention to how much you're burning. Because at this point for me now, I can definitely lose as much as I want, as fast as I want to, but it's depending on how much I want to discipline myself and how motivated I am to do that. So for me, it's more about the mindset. It's more about doing what I have to do for myself, also to inspire other people. First, primarily being my daughter, who is over there on the treadmill right now. And she is the one that said, hey mom, are we going to the gym on Wednesday? Because now she's looking forward to doing her time in the gym. So I'm extremely excited about that, because she's committed and she is developing the habits that she needs to develop. So some of you that you feel like, I'm cool with my size or whatever, but what about people around you that you love and you care about? What about them? So that being said, that is the update for you. I hope that you got something out of this, being that you've got to do whatever you can to motivate yourself. And then this process of transformation is not just about your body. It's not just about your physical appearance. It's about your mind. It's about your will. It's about your emotions. And I know I have personally really been transforming in that area where I'm able to manage my emotions a lot better. Those deep, dark places that I didn't even want to look at, I can look at them now and I can face them 10 toes down. I might not jump at them, but I can stand up and I can face those fears that I've had for a long time. So there's been a lot of stuff that's coming up. I really got to share some more spiritual things with you guys, because I've been keeping it a lot, really focused on the weight, exercising, eating, things like that, which are very important to take care of your temple, because this is the only body we're getting. So that's very important. But your mental space, that is even more important. So I feel myself getting ready to transition and talk more about the mental space, especially when it comes to dealing with breakups, dealing with relationships and stuff. I feel myself going back in that area soon. So I'm getting a little excited about that. But all that being said, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, the link should be in the bio. And if you're seeing this on YouTube and you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. And if you want a free ebook, that book is a very inspirational book to just encourage you along in your faith journey. That is at moreinyoucoaching.com. So that being said, if you did enjoy the video, then make sure that you at least show me some love, send me a heart, send me a message, let me know what you're getting out of it. Don't want to do all that, you can type there's more in you in the comment box if you don't want to send a long message or anything like that. But definitely let's encourage each other. But until next time, as I always say, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you've been through, there is still more in you. Goodbye, loves.